Hey friends, it's Sage. I'm here with my dog Princess. It's probably the first day that it's been possible to come to the park since the snow has been melting here in Boston. And I felt moved to stop and just record a quick video before we continue about day 3 of creation, because we find ourselves, for those of you who have been joining the creation journey, we find ourselves today in the middle, so in many ways the midpoint of our journey. And so it seemed appropriate to stop and mark that point along the way. And it seems resonant with the possibility that we've been in this middle point, this midpoint, for a while, perhaps, as a species. Emanuel Swedenborg said that during his time, most humans only get to day 3. That day 3 is about as far as the humans that he was most interacting with made it along this journey of regeneration and spiritual rebirth, this journey of change that he suggested, and I suggest, and many suggest, is why we're here. We exist on this planet not just to fulfill all of our needs and longings, not just to be the best or the most powerful, but we're actually here to engage in this process of change and transformation, from one way of being to another, from that state of innocence that we're born into, through the journey of forgetting our divinity and forgetting the holiness of the path, to a stage of remembering. And once we enter that stage of remembering, that's when life really gets good and exciting and challenging. And day 3 is in the middle of that journey. It's really resonating powerfully with the coming of spring here in Boston, because day 3 is all about the ground. And as Chelsea Odner reminded us in our session with her on Monday night, it's about the ground, our external being, our natural human selves, becoming receptive, open to receive the higher life, the divine life that is flowing in all the time, that we, as I mentioned, we forget and we block because of our focus on power and pleasure and prestige and all the things of this world. So as the earth around me becomes very muddy, it is resonating with that experience of receptivity, right? The earth right now is becoming open, receptive, and new life is actually already kind of on its way, emerging from underneath. Princess, come over here. Come sit with me for a minute. I won't be too much longer. And here comes the rain. And rain is coming to help the earth become receptive to new life. And the basic message I want to offer to all of us on this creation journey is that whatever bit of life you are, whatever bit of earth you are, whatever body you inhabit, or life circumstance or situation, I think the biggest obstacle to our receptivity of new life and moving beyond stage 3 is rejecting the little bit of earth that we are. So I would invite you at this midpoint, before we step into the later stages of the creation journey, to really consider if there are parts of you that are rejecting the earth that you are, rejecting, wishing you were some other bit of earth, feeling that you have the need to totally transform the bit of earth you are to become something different than what is. I think that's why humans don't get past day 3, is we think we have to, dig a big hole, pull out all the rocks, buy some new plants, bring those in and stick them in there, reject the life, the seed that actually already is present, and who we are, what we have been, and who we are becoming. Because day 3 is not about rejecting the earth that we are. It's about being receptive, being making the bit of earth that we are a little bit more receptive and open to what is longing to come into our lives. Trusting the bit of earth that we are. Can you trust that bit of earth? Even if it's muddy and ugly and seems to not show a lot of promise based on your material eyes, that can only assess based on previous experiences, cannot envision the future. Are you critical of that bit of earth? Are you rejecting of it so that you can't even take time to be with it? Because that's what will create the receptivity, is our presence. Another wisdom from Chelsea, she's been such a blessing to this journey, is compassion and curiosity. Can you be compassionate and curious about the ground of your own being, to make room for how it is longing to receive new life, not new life that's coming from some other place or other person or other life that's not yours, but that actually wants to come into your particular life. So that's the invitation I'm offering you in this rainy day. And now I'm going to go finish walking my dog and doing my own work of attending to my little bit of earth, that I might turn towards it with more love, with more compassion, and with more curiosity, so that my little bit of earth might become more receptive to the flow of love and wisdom that is coming in and wants to flow even more freely, if I but allow it. All right, blessings, friends. Thanks for joining on the journey.